Like, if God doesn't want something and he see that it's not allowing us to grow, it's pulling more from us than it should, which makes us deficient, you know. So I put it like this: if we're in a relationship with someone and that relationship is literally sucking the life out of us, it's causing us to be anxious, it's causing us to feel overwhelmed or more stressed when you're around the person, or just the mere connection with the person, that person has to be pruned off. So I just decided to record a little update. Okay, so since the last time, we have harvested at least, I'll say 4 or 5 tomatoes. My daughter eats them like fruit, like little grapes. So she'll eat these for snack. We got some more celery growing up since the last harvest. And again, these are like, I feel like perennials, but like perennials are something that, I didn't even know these were growing down there. Y'all, we got some more that's about to sprout up. This is their season. It's a new season. Not for real, but there they go. I just love God so much, y'all, because why does everything come from a freaking flower? Why? And it's like, it wasn't until I started growing things that I realized that literally everything comes from a flower. So yeah, so since cinematic mode was acting weird, so yeah, we got some jalapenos still coming up. Not as much. I feel like we've harvested a good amount of jalapeno this year. This is the most jalapeno I've ever harvested. Ever. I kind of went in and let y'all, kind of in when I end up giving my neighbors across the way some of our jalapenos. But look, y'all, literally everything comes from a flower. Look how it's coming out. Like, the flower falls off, right? This white flower falls off, and then they start to bud. Isn't that beautiful? So the white flower falls off, and they begin to bud. And look, we got a bell pepper growing, y'all. And I grew these from seeds from some organic bell pepper that I purchased from the store. Like, can y'all believe that? Oh, I can't believe it. We got Lavender over here looking cray-cray. I'll get out. And then I don't know if I ever told y'all that another one of them had grew up. Another helichrysum had budded and bloomed. And what I love about these flowers, just in itself, that they close up at nighttime, and in the daytime they open back up. So yeah, they're almost at the end of their cycle of life here. I started them early March, so they've been here for a minute, and they grew up these green shoots. And just over time, this is just kind of what happens. I guess, I don't know if I just don't have them in a big enough planter, but I love the greenery, which again, the season is changing and they know when to change. This is the blueberry baby here. Of course, the leaves started off beautiful and green, but now they are this beautiful red color. And like I said, the tomatoes are really thriving right now. I feel like they started growing more recently since the last time. So I've harvested at least 5 or 6. And we got 4 right here. We got 2 that looks like they're ripe and ready. And then we got 1 down here. And you want to make sure you pick them before they get too ripe. And by the way, it's my daughter's bike. But you want to pick them before they get too ripe. Because they get too ripe and then they start to pull the nutrients from the plant. So pull more nutrients than it should. It starts to cause the plant to die. So basically, I'm just kind of pruning, taking off the dead leaves and things of that nature, and to help it grow, which that helps it to grow if y'all don't know. And that's why I tell y'all all the time. That's why I had started sharing with you guys that This journey as a gardener, or whatever you want to call it, an urban gardener, I feel like this journey it's been teaching me a lot about like how God prunes us. And I know I've said that before, but it's a real thing. Like if God doesn't want something and he see that it's not allowing us to grow, it's pulling more from us than it should, which makes us deficient, so I put it like this: if we're in a relationship with someone and that relationship is literally sucking the life out of us, it's causing us to be anxious, it's causing us to feel overwhelmed or more stressed when you're around the person, or just the mere connection with the person, that person has to be pruned off, because God sees it as a issue. God sees it as a problem. And the same way as a gardener, as someone growing my own things, right? This would be a problem if, they can, not having these dead things attached to them. So basically I'm saying, like, the person that's connected to you, that's, pulling your energy, making your spirit low, being abusive, not loving, not kind, things of that nature. They're dead weight if they're not being, godlike, not being kind, not being, not acting like they're spirit filled. Okay, that can really affect your mind and body when you're connected to the wrong people. Just like the plants can be affected when they're connected to dead things. So that's a gem right there. Take that. Not being connected to dead things. Disconnect from dead things. Allow God to disconnect you and prune you from dead things so that you can grow more. Because the more I prune, the more they grow. The more they grow, the more abundant the harvest is. And we want abundant harvests in our lives. Like, we want abundant harvests, whatever that may look like. So if you want thriving health, because your connection to somebody that was, and I keep bringing it as a relationship term, because I'm dealing with personal life and things of that nature, and I'm just being real. Like, I'm seeing it. I saw it. When we're connected to the wrong people, it literally drags and brings us down, y'all. And that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we got to pull the dead leaves off. Sometimes we got to prune. Sometimes we have to prune. Whether, if we're hanging with the wrong circle, hanging with the wrong people, we got the wrong job, whatever that may look like for the season of life that you're in. Just first off, move in wisdom and allow God to lead you. But when he says prune, to just take the dead things away. Like, we got to, in order for us to truly be mature and grow and see harvest, because he wants us to increase. He desires above all things that we prosper and be in good health, even as our souls prosper. So with just that being said, y'all, it's important that we're taking time out to allow God to prune us, or even prune ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because the word also says in Philippians 2:12 to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So we got to do what we got to do for our own selves, like not waiting on nobody else to do something, but really working out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Because why not? Like, why are we playing with God? And I don't want to play with him. See, look, I can even pull off these dead leaves from the lavender, but look at lavender here. She need to be watered, but lavender, she smells amazing, y'all. Like, even with the state that she's in, she smells amazing. Like, super amazing. I was ready for her to flower, but she didn't flower this year. Like, this is my first time ever growing lavender. I've never grown lavender before. Never grown helichrysum. I've never grown bell pepper. I've grown basil, which is down here looking all struggly and ruggly. I haven't pruned her in a while, so I'm just taking off some of the dead leaves, y'all. Let's throw the leaves and let them decompose. And look at her coming back up. Like, what in the world? This is mustard green, y'all. Just popped back up out of nowhere. Like, wasn't even growing. And then I come out here, and then boom, there she go. We got some parsley that's still trying to do some things. Yeah, we got plants that just be popping up. I just don't be knowing. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, put these dead leaves in there. But yeah, y'all take stock of your life, and the things just came on. So I'm gonna go on and end the video. Thank y'all for checking out my videos and things of that nature. I absolutely love when you guys are, you know, checking out the content. I haven't gone for a while, but life has been busy. I've been operating my business full-time, so it feels good to be a full-time entrepreneur. And it also feels great to be able to, you know, grow my own things. And look how great it's doing. Like, y'all, I've never yielded this much ever. Ever. And I've never grown tomatoes either. So y'all have gone on this journey with me with the tomatoes. And these mustard greens better grow up so we can have some greens for the I don't know, I was gonna say for Thanksgiving, but for something. Need to pull that jalapeno up. But yeah, y'all, God is amazing, and I'm just in awe of his creations. You get to see him. Look at that. You get to see him in everything. And it's just, I love it. That's why I love living back here. So I said I have to get a house where I'm able to see like this type of view, where I get to see the trees change from the green to all the different shades, and then it's bare, and then it comes back by itself, y'all. Like, it doesn't have to be replanted. Like, that's how good God is. Like, that's crazy. Like, plants don't even, those trees don't have to be replanted. Like, it just continues to produce and produce and produce year after year. But y'all don't want to keep hearing me talk, and my hair is doing the most. So yes, I love y'all. I'm signing off, and until next time. We're done. All right.